Marriage. It is something girls think about most times before they are even old enough to date. They dream about the day that they will meet the love of their life and envision every single detail of that special day where they get to say I do. But before that comes the proposal. When we picture this, we typically think of the other person getting down on one knee. But there are so many creative ways to do it these days, and so many different places where it can happen. Disney World, Times Square, Paris. Those are all the things that come to mind when we think of dream proposal locations. Then there is the how. It could be at a fancy dinner with a bottle of expensive wine, at a sporting event on the big screen, or something over the top like a flash mob, or one of my personal least favorites, hiding it in some sort of food. No matter how you look at it, the proposal almost has as much pressure to be special as the wedding day itself. And now people even have promposals that set the bar even higher for marriage proposals. So there are bound to be some letdowns with all of that being said. And that brings us to today's video. It's Amanda, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. And it's not something that I normally talk about in my everyday life, but today I thought that it was perfect. So I have been going on the Twitter universe, and if you don't follow me, my name will be right here, so feel free to do that. But I had seen the hashtag odd ways to propose, and there was like some funny stuff in there, like I think the one that I retweeted was like Coca-Cola bottles that said like will you marry me or whatever. And I thought about, like, are these people actually going to the store and finding all these individuals, or can you like order them offline? I don't know, but that definitely seemed like an odd way to propose to me, because if you had to find all of those individual bottles, like, it took me like probably months to find my actual name, because one, I don't buy Coke that often, and two, like, they just only have certain names at certain times. So if he had to find all of those to propose, like, kudos to him. So when I saw this, it actually got me thinking. Like, I couldn't think of any like really odd ways to propose that I didn't like, that I could come up with. But I do have my own like story of how I was proposed to. Now, if you've been here for a while, you do know that I'm married. But here's the tea, sis. It was not Jacob that did this odd proposal. His proposal, I'll go into that first before you get the tea, was actually really cute. It was around Christmas time, and I had just got home from work, and he was all dressed up, and he does not normally dress up, so yeah, that was cool. He had made us a nice dinner. He put it all on a table in front of the Christmas tree, so he actually moved a table out there so we would be eating by the Christmas tree, which I thought was so cute. So we just ate dinner, had wine, there was flowers, and he never buys me flowers because he doesn't like them. He doesn't like that they die, so he doesn't see that as a like loving gift, which makes sense. It makes sense. But anyway, so then he proposed, and then, you know, it was very simple, it was very us, so I love it. Aww. Anyway, so the whole big thing is, if you don't know me and you only know me through YouTube, or you haven't known me for that long, I was married before.
Say what?
So, with that being said, I'll get into that a little bit. I don't talk about this a lot just because it's really not a part of my life anymore. It's not a big enough deal to bring up. Like, it's just one of those things. It's the past. The past is the past. But I got married pretty young. I got married at 22, and it was with the person that I was with from the end of high school through college, and then until we got engaged. And it didn't last long. We were married less than a year, And that's that. That's all you need to know. So we will just get right into this whole proposal nonsense. So it started out very like stereotypical. Like he was kind of like trying to go behind the scenes and, you know, get all of this, like all of his ducks in a row to make this proposal happen. And me not knowing about it, obviously, was like, what is with all this? Like, he had never had a problem with me having his phone, and all of a sudden it seemed like he did. Obviously, because there was text messages, like, back and forth with, like, his mom and other people he was talking to about it. So, I, not knowing about this, was, like, really super on edge. Like, so on edge. Like, I have anxiety, and that did not play well with me. Obviously, if I had known what was coming, it would have made it easier, but it wouldn't have been as special. In most cases, like, let me just continue on. So, once he must have had it and whatever, I don't know where he had it, so that was, you know, good on him. I didn't find it. But I had been working at Wendy's at the time, and when I worked there, I usually worked till 11 if I was doing cashier, and if I was doing the sandwich making, it was till like 1:30. So it was rather late. On this night, like, I was already super like anxious, like, so at the time this all ended up working out, but like looking back, it's like, oh, and like no one knows about this. There are a very select few that know about this story. So, you know, hi YouTube, like you're getting the exclusive. So I got home and it was just like a normal, like when you walked into our old apartment, it was just right into the kitchen. The kitchen table was right there. Yeah, and then you would walk through and it would be the living room area, and he was in there asleep on the couch. Now when I walked in, the first thing I see is a ring box on the kitchen table. He left it on the kitchen table. So any surprise, anything that was leading up to this, like the good hiding, like talking to his mom, making sure I didn't see the messages, all for nothing because he left the ring box on the table. Now, of course, this has been something that, like at the time when we were together, this was something I was going to take to my grave. Nobody knew. I might have told my sister, Tanya, let me know if I told you. But nobody knew. Like, I just let him, like, I woke him up, let him know I was home, and then he did his whole engagement thing. I was sitting on the couch. He went and got the ring, and then he did that. Like, I wonder if he knew that I saw it, because it was right there. There was nothing hiding it. It wasn't like I snooped around. It was right there. He just came over, did his little proposal thing, and like, okay, like, we're engaged. And at the time it was fine. Like, I was just not gonna tell him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Didn't want him to know I saw it. Didn't want anyone to know. Because it would ruin it for him. And like, because there's so much pressure, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, there's so much pressure on this moment. And it didn't take away, because at the time I was so happy. Like, it just seemed inconsequential, but now looking back, it's like, wow, like he did all of that to make sure I didn't find out, and then there it is right on the table before he even gets a chance, and he fell asleep. Like, I don't know, I don't think I would be able to sleep when I had something like that was going to happen, but you know, yeah, I don't know. So that is my story, and like I said, I think I've told a few people over the years, like now that we're not together, it doesn't really matter that much. And you know, now I'm just saying it on YouTube. But like it all came back to me when I saw that hashtag. Like otherwise I don't really think about it, and it's like not a big deal, whatever. It's not like something I'm gonna be on my deathbed like, remember that time? Like, I don't know. So that is my odd proposal story. That was with my ex. Was with what seems like a long time ago now. Like, years go by. Isn't that crazy? Like, years just go. Yeah, and now we're not together. Now it doesn't really matter. It's not something I have to take to my grave. So I'm like kind of happy about that, because that's just like not something that I want to think about. Like, your kids like eventually ask you like how it happened and stuff, and like, I don't know, like, I don't want to lie to just don't. Okay, so that's today's video. I hope you liked it. If you want me to share more random stories about things, feel free to let me know in the comments, because it's not something I normally do. I kind of talk about more serious topics, so it was kind of nice to not do that. And just let me know what you want to see in general, because I'm not too sure where I want to go. I'm thinking I want to do more cooking videos, stuff like that, but I'm still not really sure. The weight loss thing, maybe. Let me know. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Tap the bell for notifications, and like I said, leave comments below and let me know what you want to see. Until next time, guys, bye.